Hi, Jason, Daphne here. Thanks for sending in your next essays and your corrections. Well done working so hard. We completely understand that you are all working as well as studying, and life is complicated, and this exam is difficult. So all the work you do is absolutely brilliant. We are happy to try and help you if we can. So you've got a job application here. So um, it's very important you start correctly on this one. So I'm writing to apply for the position of engineer. You only want one engineer. Um, uh, Advertised in the Times. Okay, I'm writing to apply for the position of engineer advertised in the Times. My name is Jason, and I have been a mechanical engineer for several years. Full stop. I attach a copy of my, so full stop, I attach a copy of my CV, certification, 3 references. Good. Okay. Don't use I'm, you can't, and use any contractions, so it has to be formal. I am very interested in a role in your company, and I believe that my experience, oh no, all right, experience, background, and qualifications make me sufficiently qualified candidate for this position. Okay, nice. My key strengths that would support my achievement, my application, not achievement, application, include, don't use any punctuation like that at all, include the fact, that I have over 8 years successful working experience. Now we've had work experience in this specialist field. So show me, keep this connected to your engineer position. So make it relevant for that in the specialist field, and have joined the works for designing, developing, supporting ocean engineering products. Join the works. Not sure what you mean by that. Don't use these. Nah. No. Full stop. I am eager for success and use a connecting word instead. I am able to provide suggestions for further improvements. Good. Okay. So I'm just checking the length of this because you don't need to write too much here. So you are on, 198. Okay. With 3 degrees, again, take out this punctuation. Okay. You could put in. You don't need to put one in. Put in ocean engineering. Why don't you have with 2 degrees, comma, in ocean engineering and English, and a master's in engineering. I believe that I have so full capacity and capability, not capacity, capability, and the necessary skills for complex engineering products. I also strive to promote research and development for the advancement of formal methods and tools for industrial applications, which I hope you would find of benefit. Something else just to kind of link it to them, because you're selling yourself to them. Please see my resume for additional. Yep, good. Thank you for your time and consideration. I look forward to saying yes. I like that. Well done. Ask for a meeting. Always very good tactics. Now, not sincerely. You want to have, if you have dear sir at the beginning, you must have yours faithfully. And please remember that, because the examiner wants the first thing they will look at. Yours faithfully. Okay, so good letter. You've done well there. It's a complicated letter to write. What you've done, which I like, is that you've connected it. You've kind of made up a job and you've connected everything back to that job, which is really important. And you've shown me your skills and you've shown me you want the job. So you've done well on that. Online translation apps. Now, sometimes I think, oh dear, do students use them for this essay? So I hope they don't. The issues of language translation software have become widely accepted in mainstream usage, have been sensitive topics for numerous years, especially in the West. Okay, the issues of the language translation software, which has become widely accepted in mainstream usage, have been, yes, okay, that works, good. Although the online translations, maybe you could put these online translation apps, because you've already mentioned them once, can clearly assist conversations between Spanish and English speakers in which participants use their native tongue. It must not be forgotten that youngsters may lose motivation to learn foreign languages as the advanced translation apps get more and more critical in the last few years. This is a very long introduction. Yeah? You might just want to cut some of this down and save some of your arguments. I mean, why don't you cut this down here? They can clearly assist in conversations between Spanish and English. Why only Spanish and English? Why not everyone else? All sorts of so I would take out that. I mean, I'm not cancelling it. I'm just saying for the introduction, I don't think you need it. It's great, but I don't think you need it. It must not be forgotten. May lose motivation for foreign languages. Okay, Anna, you could. So those you could keep those bits for later. Then this essay we'll discuss. Okay, because how long is this? Yeah, 355. Okay, that's about max. Yeah, don't go more than that. Since the innovation of the translation app, okay, now see if you can think of another way to say this, because you're going to keep on repeating this. There is irrefutable evidence that it drastically has, okay, it has drastically, so the verb has to come first, been melting, nice word, the language barrier among people from different countries away. Okay, melting away. The phrasal verb here, you need to put that there. But you don't even need away, just use melting, I quite like that. This is largely because using good, don't have the real-time translation tools. You could have tools instead of apps. Makes travelers cross-border travel more comfortable. Okay, easier and more comfortable. Furthermore, an additional benefit to the translation. Yeah, why? Or how? Because they can translate, they can understand, yeah. Is that it's usually been used by tourists to find souvenir shops and scenic resorts. Okay, that's fine. According to a survey by the Chinese government, so you can't have it according to and then showed. You'd have to say start with a survey. So get rid of that. A survey showed that in the wake of using translation apps, foreign travellers could quickly seek relatively inexpensive mementos. Okay, therefore it's clear that there's a strong case to be made in favour of using a translation app to facilitate the development of tourists. Okay, you don't need to keep on repeating this because it's getting really kind of heavy. Using such devices or such such devices, yeah, such help, such aid or something like that. Just to mix it up a bit, just to change it a bit. With the advent of it, so now you want to say however. Use these really important cohesion devices to get marks for cohesion and coherence. It just signposts. It tells me where your essay is going. With the advent of increasing concerns about young children's reliance, about how much young students rely heavily on translation apps. It may happen that their motivation to learn a foreign language will decrease. This is a complicated sentence. I've just had to just unwind that a little bit. Okay. Now, new capital letter it. It's surprising that Parents still allow their children to use translation apps to understand other cultures through social mediums. What? Okay. For example, research. You don't have a research, just have research on the translation app has produced some interesting findings about whether it would hinder students from learning a language or not. Good. So this is what you mentioned in your introduction, but save it for here because it's a really good point. The outcome has refuted this argument. Instead, with the help of the translation app, students are getting into learning. They are getting into learning foreign cultures and languages. Consequently, the immensely popular translation app usage results in popular apps such as, give me the names of some of these apps, yeah? And then come into here, results, and consider momentum of learning foreign languages rather than weakening people's language competence. Very good point, really nicely made. This is good, Jason. Well done. The advantages of the translation app are invaluable for mixed age groups of people. Thus, in modern society, the majority of people think their advantages far outweigh the disadvantages. Okay, this is good. You're working really, really well. Next essays, I would like to see you use the algorithm. Try and fit your ideas into the model, okay? Because I think this is a really good way for you to upgrade towards the kind of band you're looking for. Your essay needs a bit more coherence. You might find it a bit difficult the first time, but try and get your essay into that model, yeah, the template, and let's see what it looks like. I think that'll be good for you. Thank you very much. Well done.